15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away this blue. 'Cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Hey, nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they only remind me of you. I went to the doctor. Guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Oh, the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard. All died when you went away. I know that living with the baby was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Nothing compares. Ooh, nothing compares.
Ladies and gentlemen, the event is about to begin. Please take your seats and turn off your mobile phones. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the event is about to begin. Please take your seats and turn off your mobile phones. Thank you very much.
Good evening. As Dean of Esade Business School, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Barcelona, to Esade Business School, and to the graduation ceremony of the 4th and 5th graduating classes of our joint Global 3 program, which are the Master of Science in Global Commerce from the McIntyre School of Commerce at the University of Virginia, the Certificate in International Business of Lingnan University College at Sun Yat-sen University, and the Master of Science in Global Strategic Management at Esade Business School. A very special and cordial welcome to Professor Nicole Jenkins, Dean of the McIntyre School of Commerce at the University of Virginia, to Professor Amanda Cowan, Associate Dean for Graduate Programs at McIntyre, to Professor Josep Salleras, Associate Dean for the MSc Programs at Esade, to Mrs. Anna Cockcroft, Program Director for the MSc Programs, academic directors, program managers, faculty members, staff from McIntyre, from Esade, graduating students, families and friends, ladies and gentlemen. I would also like to greet all those who are following us via streaming, in particular, our Lingnan College colleagues and the graduating students who could not attend this graduation ceremony. 3 years ago, in 2019, we celebrated the last graduation of our Global 3 program. In 2020, the COVID outbreak disrupted our lives, our universities, all the industries and all the jobs, and we were forced, as you know, to move online. So we could not celebrate the graduation in person. The following year, due to the lockdown and the mobility restrictions, we decided to put our Global 3 program on hold. But last September, we decided to offer the program again, even though we have still undergone some operational restrictions. According to the last statistics, more than 530 million people in the world have been infected by COVID, and 6.3 million people have lost their lives. And just as we were hoping to see the light at the end of the tunnel, recovering from this pandemic, we are witnessing how the worrisome situation in Ukraine raises questions about our immediate future. But we are here this evening to celebrate your graduation, the graduation ceremony of 87 students representing 21 nationalities. You understand I'm not going to read all the countries represented here, because in addition to that, some of the students have 2 passports. And students who have done an extraordinary effort in completing their Global 3 program in really challenging times, showing a high level of perseverance, adaptability, commitment, and resilience. You are the real protagonists this evening. So let's proceed with the graduation, and let's start with the first speech this evening. I am pleased to give the floor to Professor Nicole Jenkins, Dean of the McIntyre School of Commerce at UVA.
Thanks. Thank you so much. To Dean Franck and everyone from Esade, you have been such gracious hosts, and on behalf of all of us from the UVA side, thank you so much for all you've done to make this day possible. After a one-year hiatus, it's so exciting to see this program back in full swing. It is also a distinct pleasure that the class of 2020 is joining the class of 2022 to celebrate their graduations together. So graduates, this is your day, and I hope that you take a moment to look around, let it sink in, and enjoy every single moment. As many of you know, this graduate program starts its journey in the United States at the McIntyre School of Commerce at the University of Virginia. The McIntyre School is 101 years old. We were founded in 1921. And over the last several months, we've been taking every opportunity to celebrate and commemorate our 100th anniversary. Admittedly, we're a little delayed in doing so because the pandemic caused so much uncertainty. But it seems fitting that as we bring our centennial celebration to a close, that we are here today together celebrating the thing that we do the very best, which is providing a transformational educational experience for every student who chooses commerce. This program in particular is very special because it focuses on the intersection of business and society through a global lens, which I believe uniquely positions you, the graduates, at the leading edge of the current and future marketplace. Additionally, as we at McIntyre are reflecting on what we have been and we envision what we're going to be, we're humbled and inspired by the idea that our school and its graduates, like those who are here today, understand the true power and potential of commerce. So ideas about commerce vary greatly across the globe, depending on customs and culture and socioeconomic characteristics. But I come back to a singular meaning for commerce that I hope our esteemed graduates today will consider as a lifelong guidepost. We in McIntyre believe that commerce is the purposeful exchange of goods, services, and ideas to strengthen and advance society. While commerce can be limited to a single transaction, we in the McIntyre School take a much broader view. Commerce for us considers the whole philosophy of exchange. Of course, our graduates understand what that means. And now we know that in your hearts and your minds, you understand that transactions in the global marketplace take into account people, places, profit, power, and purpose. So as we reflect on our 100 years and look forward to what lies ahead, I acknowledge that the recent past has changed the world and complicated both your personal and professional lives. But like many generations who have come before, these events are going to bring about unimaginable disruption, leading to sustained periods of transformation that I believe will ultimately catapult you into becoming one of the greatest generations of all time. The sheer fact that you're here today, after rising to meet the challenges of these most extraordinary times, says so much about your dedication to realizing your full potential. So I'm so proud of the commitment that you've made to preparing yourselves for a transformational global business experience and excited to see the contribution you will make to the world. So again, congratulations to the graduates. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the family and friends of the graduates. I know that under normal circumstances, getting the graduates to this point would have required great preparation, support, and sacrifice. But to get through this program during the last year and during the 2019-2020 academic year, with cross-continental travel, testing, restrictions, masks, was particularly special. So on behalf of the staff and faculty of the University of Virginia, thank you to all the family and friends who've supported these graduates on their achievements. Cheers to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean Jenkins. And now we have a video message from Professor Shan-Min Lee, Dean of Lingnan College at Sun Yat-sen University.
Distinguished professors, students, and guests, good morning to the US, good afternoon to Europe, and good evening to China. I appreciate your presence. It is my great pleasure to witness your glory day online. Today is a significant and memorable moment in your life. I'm absolutely delighted to be here with you to share your happiness. On behalf of Lingnan College, I would like to extend our warmest congratulations to you all. It has been an extremely intensive and challenging years. You should be proud of your achievements, and we are very proud of every one of you. I believe that the knowledge you have acquired from 3 distinguished institutions will enable you to be successful in whatever field you may enter. I believe you are ready to start your own journey out in the world and make contribution far beyond your own personal needs. At the same time, I also hope that you will cherish the precious treasures in life, including friendship, family, and health in your pursuit of careers. It is a pity that we are unable to meet you in Guangzhou, China, due to the pandemic, prevention, and policy control. But like what I have said to you before, for all of you, the graduates of Global 3 program, I truly hope that you always keep in mind that Lingnan College in Guangzhou, located in the heart of Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area of China, will always be a base of yours. Congratulations on your graduation, class of 2022. I hope the future will bring you further success and happiness.
Now it's the time for your academic directors to address you a few words. They have been taking care of the program, coordinating the courses and professors, monitoring your performance, available for consultation, providing directions, assisting you, suggesting improvements. They have done a lot of work before, during, and even now after the program. So let me invite Professors Cristina Sancha, Academic Director at Esade, and Jim Borrows, Academic Director at McIntyre, to come on stage. We also have a video message from Professor Yang Yang, Academic Director at Lingnan College.
Dean Frank, Dean Jenkins, professors, students in streaming, and families and supporters. I would like to start my speech by thanking all of you, the families, friends, professors, and program management that are in the audience today or connected online. Thanks for helping our students on this journey. With no doubt, today marks an important day in our graduating students' lives. Yet, it is the beginning of a new chapter, and I offer my congratulations to you. To get to this chapter is an important achievement in itself that results from months of effort and hard work. During the last months, you have not only developed the necessary skill set to respond to complex problems and opportunities, and to work effectively in international settings and on cross-cultural teams, but what is more important, you have prepared yourselves to become global business leaders who are now ready to add value to their communities, organizations, and society. There is a wonderful quote that I like that states as follows: "It's not what the world holds for you, it's what you bring to it." The world in which you will start this new chapter is beset with great challenges, and you have to decide how to embrace them. I encourage you to find your purpose. Take your share in shaping a new business landscape which adds value to all stakeholders involved, and try to make a difference in the world. I hope that the time you have spent in 3 institutions that are strongly led by values has allowed you to realize how important it is that your decisions are guided by integrity, loyalty, compassion, and honesty. I wish you the best for your future careers. I'm sure great opportunities await for all of you. Allow me to give you some final recommendations for the chapter you are about to start. embrace challenges, always keep learning, be courageous, and give back. I firmly believe that all learnings and experiences from the Master in Global Strategic Management will continue to accrue for you long after graduating. Congratulations to both class of 2020 and class of 2022. The world is yours. Go and get it.
Hello, everyone. Also, my thanks to Deans Frank and Jenkins and Lee, and to my colleagues, and especially to the classes of 20 and 22 and their families. It's a great privilege to talk to you. I have 2 points that I want to leave you with. Unfortunately, being the fourth speaker, all the good stuff's already been taken, so I'll do my best. But before I do, I also just wanted to make a quick comment. I have really enjoyed the last couple of days and learning from the students about their ideas and their theses and all of the work that you have done to create original knowledge. This is the first time I've ever supervised master's theses. I've done a lot of doctoral dissertations, but this was the first time I'd done it on the master's level, so I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. And I can remember last fall having some different conversations with you guys and still wasn't quite sure how it was all going to work out. So I was really thrilled to see the outstanding deliverables that you came up with and worked so hard on. It's products that you should be very proud. Now, one of the things that many of you did in those theses was to test whether there were differences in culture. Maybe Chinese consumers were more likely to buy a certain product than US consumers, or maybe European consumers were more likely to adopt a certain technology than Chinese consumers. And when you made these tests, sometimes you found there were differences. But sometimes, almost as often, you found there were no differences, which leads me to my first point. Cultural anthropologists often emphasize the differences between culture. But as you've lived and worked together over the last 12 months, hopefully you've recognized that by far you share a common humanity. You share a common set of goals, a common set of understandings, and you've been able to work through the small differences that you have to come to a greater good. That's what's really special about this program, almost more special than anything you're going to get in an academic classroom. That's the magic of the program, that you have had to live and learn and work together every day. And my hope is that through this experience, as you go out into the world, that you will always remember the commonness that you have. Not only do I hope that you will have a shared set of friendships that you can call upon all around the world for the rest of your lives, to commiserate with or to celebrate with, but as you also face bigger problems, that you will meet those challenges because you will understand that we are all coming from a common place. That's point one. Point two is this. Each one of you, I hope, will go on to be very successful. Actually, I know you will be very successful. But you also have a very unique privilege because of the opportunities that this program and your own talents give you. So each decision that you make going forward, think of it as if you're making that decision for 10 people, because that's the burden and that's the privilege that you have. Your decisions will impact many other people. And so as you succeed in life, and I again tell you you will have many successes, it's my hope that you will also share that success with so many others who will be affected by your decisions. Give back. Give back of your intellectual capabilities. Give back of your resources. You might be a little poorer in the wallet, but I promise you, you will be much richer in your lives. So that's my few points that I'd like to leave you with today. But wow, congratulations, class of 2020. Congratulations, class of 22. I'm looking forward to celebrating with you for the rest of this program and this evening. Well done.
Hello, 2021 and Class 2020 of the Global 3 Master Program. Congratulations! You have earned your degrees from one of the world's best master programs in global business and commerce administration. Through the one-year study, with your determination and your diligence, you have successfully completed a series of great courses in this field. With your eyes and your hearts, you have crossed continents to see and to find out what other parts of the world are like, and how to fit into an international team. All these achievements have just shown who you are. You are the ones who care about the others in the global community, and you are also the ones who believe that the world will become better if people from different places and different cultures can work together and collaborate with each other with united hearts. Because you care, you took your time to try to understand and to learn from each other. And because you believe, you take the actions to make yourself already a part of such collaborations. We all know that because of the pandemic, you have met much more difficulties that previous classes need not to face. But still, you made it. I can't be prouder of you. While the experience during this special time might have made you miss some of your opportunities to enjoy both study tools and memorable activities, I sincerely hope it has also extended your understanding of what you can do with your determination and what you would earn with efforts and patience. Today is a day to celebrate your remarkable accomplishment. Also, it is a day to start the next steps of your fantastic life. To use your gifts from this studying journey to help develop the global business world. I wish you all the best luck.
Thank you to all the academic directors for your inspiring words. Well, dear graduating students, probably this is the moment you have been waiting for months or years. We will proceed with the graduation of the two classes of the year 2020 and 2022. Let me provide you with some details. The graduation will be divided in two blocks, one for the class of the year 2020 and another one for the class of the year 2022. In each block, we will first listen to a short speech by the class representative, and then we will award the certificates and present the sashes to the participants of that class of the year. So let's start with the fourth graduating class 2020, and we shall now be joined by the student representative of the class, Ebert Sanders.
So here we are, 2 years after graduating from this program. This speech better be good. After all, I had 2 years to prepare for it. Thank you to the administration for not forgetting us. And thank you to the class of 2022 for sharing your ceremony with us. Congratulations on your achievement. We know it wasn't easy. The great turnout today shows you what this means to us. Most of us had to travel for this to Barcelona. And before I continue, we must recognize that none of us would be here without the support from our loved ones, and to appreciate and applaud them would be right. There are 5 regions in the world where an unusually high amount of centenarians live. The average age in these areas is much higher than the respective national life expectancies, with many inhabitants becoming supercentenarians, reaching the age of 110, 115, and even older. Scientists found that fortunate genes offer no full explanation of this phenomenon, and so the good health and longevity of these people is attributed to their lifestyle. This seems right, because people of all age who move to these so-called blue zones and change their life, not their genes, live to be much older than the expected longevity predicted for the regions that they came from. When they move there, for example in their 80s, they are regarded as the teenagers of the village. Some obvious habits that you would expect in these places are imitated around the world. In all of these places, inhabitants eat their own grown plant-based diet. They move around by walking. They sleep well. They have a purpose and they belong. But one key element that isn't easy to mimic elsewhere is that they live in strongly tied communities. Together, these communities celebrate the peaks in the lives of its members just a little more. And the stress experienced during the lows is not as much when you know that others have your back. In a Harvard commencement speech, Pete Davis talks about the philosopher Zygmunt Bauman, who coined the term liquid modernity. We don't ever want to become solid and commit to one relationship, community, or identity. We much rather remain like liquid, able to adapt to fit any shape. It could be in the brochure of this program. Living in 3 countries instead of just one. Studying at 3 universities instead of one. Applying for a graduate program and rotating projects instead of having a fixed position. Liquid modernity. Most students and probably even parents here must recognize it. Nevertheless, during the time we spent studying together, I feel like we committed and established a community. During that year, the peaks were just a little bit higher and the valleys were not as low, no matter what happened in the turbulent world around us. When a child is lifted up for the last time, the child doesn't realize it is the last time, and it experiences it as any other time. Both for the child and the parent, only after a while does the realization come. Similarly, the student interactions between one another came to an end throughout the year in 2020. Normally, you prepare for a big graduation day like this to end student life with a bang, and you know that's the final. The last time many of us saw each other, we didn't know it was the last time. It is important to celebrate big milestones and to enjoy after putting in all that hard work. For my classmates and myself, it also offers the opportunity to reflect. The stellar education we've received from these great institutions put most of us in a very privileged position. It granted us the opportunity to return home and live a very comfortable life, embracing the status quo. I'm convinced that if we really take the lessons learned here to heart, we realize that our graduation came with a much greater responsibility. We have been told so many times that we are the leaders of tomorrow, future change makers, that we hold the key to solving so many of our most pressing global problems. Inspiring statements, but paralyzing as well. If you keep hearing that you'll be something the next day, you'll never be it. The declaration that we will be leaders in the future offers an excuse not to be one today. Time won't magically transform us into leaders. Our actions will. The status quo that we perhaps have so comfortably embraced is unjust and is heading us towards extinction. Let's change that. Let's prolong the life of our community and make a commitment today and become a community of leaders for change, so that whatever comes next, the peaks are just a little bit higher and the valleys are not as low. Let's make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you, Ebert, for sharing with us this strong sense of community, which is always very high in your program, and we expect that this sense of community will continue in the future. So let's proceed with the presentation of the sashes and the certificates to the Global 3 Program Class of 2020. Academic directors Cristina Sancha and Jim Burrows will read out the names.
We will now read out the names of the participants in the graduation ceremony of the Master of Science in Global Commerce, Certificate in International Business, and Master of Science in Global Strategic Management Class 2020, who will be graduating today. You will be called one by one. Please approach the stage via the middle staircase to receive your certificate and the sashes, and return to your seats via the stairs on your left. Undoubtedly, you are the main protagonists of today's ceremony, and your prominent role is a further demonstration of our appreciation of the effort, work, dedication, and responsibility that you have assumed during this year of study. Let us commence. Leopold Born. Adam Branco. Samuel Bromley. Eli Cantor. Sebastián Chiriac. Giorgio Coletti. Madeline Day. Justin Flynn. Michelle Homsey. Martin Koopman.
Melissa Lindenmuth. Ashley Mangan. Molly McAllister. Marcus Muller.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky.
John Pace.
Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die. And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame. They don't want to get back.
Alex Robinson.
Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart.
Everett Sanders.
Need that much, just some one that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you.
Julia Schultz Bowling.
But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our
Thomas Forzellini.
like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart.
And those graduating in absentia are Tiani An, Wenshan Huang, Catherine Kenamer, Wei Kit Long, Hao Li, Kai Hong Liu, Alexander Van Slakin, Alan Natale, Sari Ellen Schwartz,
Shuang Sheng. Aish Tayal. Jinyi Wang. Yisha Wang. Shui Yang. Emily Zapinski. Zhao Yu Zhang. Yizhu Zhao. And Longkeng Zhang.
You can see the level of popularity of some of your classmates, right? Okay, now we continue with the 5th graduating class 2022 of our Global 3 program. I am pleased now to give the floor to Charis Esayan, Nicholas Abington, and Lin Lin Yang, student representatives. Please come on stage.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I am Charis Esayan, the class representative for the European students of the class of 2022.
My name is Nicholas Douglas Abington, the Americas delegate for the class of 2022.
My name is Lin Jiang, the Chinese delegate for class of 2022.
I want to thank you all for being here today and celebrating our graduation with us. Having completed 2 masters and 1 certificate from 3 universities in 3 countries is something worth celebrating indeed. Having a class of 49 people from 17 nations, speaking multiple languages, and having countless different cultures, I think we can all agree when I say it was not always easy. It takes a special type of person to commit to a program like this, and when 49 of these people come together, something special is about to happen. We started this journey almost 10 months ago when most of us were getting off a plane in Charlottesville, Virginia. For most of us, this was the first time in the United States, especially the first time in such a beautiful and historic campus as the one of UVA. We all got to our small little apartments in University Gardens with no expectations. But after only a week together, we had survived a hurricane and a tornado, and I think we all realized that this was going to be a special journey. Our time in the US was filled with amazing new experiences, from trips to Walmart, to American football games, to the international dinner, to noise complaints from neighbors. Charlottesville truly was a unique experience. It was at Charlottesville when we learned about Peruvian horses and business analytics. We yelled at each other in Cowan's debate class, we mentally broke down during the final exam week, and we eventually became a family. After a month apart during the holiday break, we met again, and after only knowing each other for 3 months, it was unbelievable how much we missed each other. Living in different areas of the city, good or not so good, felt much different from our small university gardens. Our first months in Spain consisted of online classes, sightseeing trips around Barcelona and Europe, and study sessions at Carrera de Saba 57. Student life was much different, but we enjoyed living and studying at Esade. From having managers of Haribo, Lind, and Ferrero visit us and hear our presentations, to making paella at Esade's backyard. I think we can all agree that Barcelona is an incredible city, and having the opportunity to study in a place like this is something we will all cherish forever. I think I speak for all of us when I say that we were slightly disappointed when we learned we weren't going to go to China. Even though we were lucky enough to spend those 2 months in beautiful Barcelona instead, I know that most of us still want to visit China in the future and experience the culture with our Chinese classmates. We still very much enjoyed our online lectures directly from our professors in China. We're amazed by their dedication considering the time difference, and we're appreciative of their devotion towards the course. Generally, we appreciated that every single university handled our program with great care and passion. I want to thank the University of Virginia, Esade, and Lingnan College for giving us the most enriching 10 months we could have ever asked for. And special thanks to Angie, Jim, Christina, Claire, Melissa, and Yang Yang for contributing to this amazing experience. Our journey was a special one, as you can see, but it was not without its challenges. By having all these different backgrounds and cultures, we realized that we're not only in this program to learn about the theories of global management, but mostly about the interpersonal skills connected with it. Throughout the course, we were forced to get out of our comfort zone and adapt to one another. All of us, some more, some less, had to learn how to interact with people with completely different ways of thinking, working, and socializing. But we're the perfect example that if you embrace these differences, you can reach the highest results and create unique relationships that will last you a lifetime. We learned how to conduct business in the most crucial parts of the world, which in the future will assist us to not only have the international career we all aspire for, but also a network reaching from one side of the world to the other. People unfamiliar with this program always tell us how lucky we are that wherever we go, we know someone on whose couch we can stay. And it is indeed very true. In fact, I know that most of us took our friends to our countries, cities, and homes during this year, and I'm sure that it will not end here. I know that from here on, we will all go our ways and our paths will part, but I hope for every single one of us that we will have success in our careers, happiness in our lives, and prosperity in our futures. I know that right now, most of us don't realize the blessing and gift this program was. But I think in a few years, we're all going to be telling the story of the time where 49 people from 17 nations studying 1 year at 3 different universities and traveling all around the world. It almost sounds like it cannot be true, but we lived it, we embraced it, and we became one big family. Thank you.
Thank you, Charis, Nick, and Lin Lin. Thank you for highlighting your experience and this journey you have gone through over the last months. So again, let's proceed with the presentation of sashes and awarding of the certificate, Global 3 Program 2022. You know how it works now. So I'm going to call on stage again academic directors who will read the names and we will deliver the certificates.
Okay, so you know how it works. Okay, so I'm going to read the names, and congratulations again. Nicholas Douglas Abington. Kelly Álvarez. Abigail Baker. Patrick Balint. Mary Catherine Carricker. Rosa Cruz Seravalls. Kyriakos Christodias. Dylan Davis. Carla de Paris. Charis Esayan. Jinji Fan. Alexandre da Costa Ferreira. Kevin Marie Fleming.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal to you.
Lina Hamedner.
And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. And today is our time.
Andrew Hawkins.
Nights like this lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much.
Lauren Ann Hosher.
One that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you a shoulder, no one looks you in the eye.
Lucas Philip Helbing.
But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our time. Days like these,
Astrid Holmberg.
it's like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much. Just
Yaxin Huang.
someone that starts the spark in our bonfire heart. Our bonfire heart. Our bonfire heart. Oh, our bonfire heart. You light the spark.
Cecilia Incarnati.
We don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. Days like these
Vincent Jensen.
lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much. Just
Lin Lin Yang.
one that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. Our bonfire heart. Days like these lead to nights like this lead to love like ours. You light the spark.
Bradley Jones.
People like us, we don't need that much. Just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts.
Victoria Cronky. Shuhan Lee.
Andres Lorenz. Allison Grace McKinney. Maximilian Nicolucci Moretto. Kyle Wynn. Blanca Aguirre. Patrick Lynch O'Hara. Nicholas Huvik. Nicholas Jose Riba. When you read. Gemma Marshall Sager.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky.
Sarosh Santosh.
And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get back.
Julie Schwindenhammer.
Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much.
Kyomers Sam Sethna.
Starts the spark in our bonfire heart. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you a shoulder, no one looks you in the eye.
Wenki Tang.
But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our time.
Federica Tella.
Nights like this lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much.
Abdullahi Eli Talmudi. Jing Tang.
People like us, we don't need that much, just some one that starts the spark in our bonfire.
Natasha Bianca Lloyd Vieira. Jingyi Wang. Kathleen Welter.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die.
Andrea Marie Wise.
And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. And today is our time. Days like
Junyi Yang.
nights like this lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just some.
Gianluca Zanovello.
The spark in our bonfire heart. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you a shoulder, no one looks you in the eye.
Yuting Zheng.
But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our time.
The class of 2022.
Nights like this lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire.
So I would like to invite all the graduates, because now you deserve the right to be called graduates, to please stand up. Only the graduates, please. And I would like all the other people in this room to give a big applause to these graduates. Congratulations, class of 2020 and class of 22. Thank you. You can have a seat. There is a university tradition in Europe, which is the university anthem, which is called the Gaudeamus Igitur. This can be translated as "Let us rejoice." It is used with solemnity in many academic celebrations and comes from a 13th century manuscript in Latin called On the Shortness of Life, a celebration of youth and life. It exhorts the listener to enjoy the pleasures of life. The hymn describes the transition from youth to adulthood, which for young people means becoming independent, traveling far from home, and accumulating experiences, as you have done during your program. It was first sung during solemn ceremonies at German universities in the 18th century, and it became so widely famous that the German composer Johannes Brahms used it to thank the University of Breslau for granting him an honorary doctorate in 1881. In 1959, it was chosen as the anthem of the university community. So I kindly request you all to stand up for the Gaudeamus Igitur.
Gaudeamus igitur, jubiles dulcissimus. Gaudeamus igitur, jubiles dulcissimus. Post secundam juventudem, post molestam senectutem, nos alevitus, nos alevitus. Ante nos, in mundo fuere, ubi sunt qui ante nos, in mundo fuere, aditeas superos, transite in inferos, possibilis vivere, possibilis vivere.
So we are very close to the end of this ceremony. And I am aware that I am the last speaker this evening and that the cocktail and the celebration are waiting for us. So I will be very short. In my role of hosting Dean, I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to address you a few words. Much has been said about your learning experience during the Global 3 program that have transformed your lives, not only at the educational level and intellectual level, but also at the personal level, as some of your class representatives have highlighted. But actually, I would like to talk about the future, what is ahead. 3 very short messages. My first message, and it's something that has been already said, go out and make a difference. We have really high expectations about you. We do not want you to be just good professionals or administrators. We want you to be transformational leaders. We want you to be agents of change. As your representatives mentioned, being socially responsible, taking into account the people around you, we want you to be a force for good. And we expect you to make the world a better place, to have a positive impact in society. At those times of war, it's worth remembering Nelson Mandela, who once said, we can change the world and we can make it a better place. It is in our hands to make a difference. It is in your hands, so go out and make a difference. This was my first message. The second one, take risks and don't be afraid of failing. Even more, celebrate your failures. Albert Einstein said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. And Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, also said, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Don't be afraid of taking risks. To become an agent of change, I am afraid that doing things better is not enough for you. Making improvements is fine, but probably it's not sufficient. Anyone can do that. We expect you not just to do things better, but to do things different, to try new things, to innovate, to be disruptive, to make mistakes. Mistakes are a great opportunity for learning and doing things better in the future. So take risks and don't be afraid of failing. This was the second message. And my third message, which has also been mentioned today, never stop learning. The world that you find today, after your graduation, has nothing to do with the world that you had before starting your Global 3 program, for different reasons. The class of 2020 was disrupted by the COVID outbreak. The class of 2022 has witnessed how the Russian army was invading Ukraine, and it has created a truly tragic situation for many men, women, children, especially at the humanitarian level, but also in military and economic terms. Also, the world is changing really fast. Today, many of you are working or are applying for jobs that probably in 10 years will not exist. But in 10 years from now, there will be jobs that today not only do not exist, but also we cannot even imagine. So be ready to reinvent yourself many times. As Steve Jobs said, learn continually. There is always one more thing to learn. So never, never stop learning. Before finishing, let me thank all the people who had been involved in your education. Associate deans, program directors, academic directors, program managers, faculty members, and all the staff at McIntyre, at Lingnan, and at Esade. Thanks for your effort and your generosity in educating this graduating class. I thank you all for having shared this graduation ceremony for the 4th and 5th graduating classes of our Global 3 program. This means so much to the new graduates and to all McIntyre, Lingnan, and Esade communities. And now all of you are invited to attend the cocktail reception in the garden, but before bringing this ceremony to an end and beginning the cocktail party, let me give you some housekeeping announcements. I would kindly request the new graduates to please remain seated, because they will take a class photo at the stairs outside this hall, and you are going to be provided with some instructions now. So all the guests, families, and friends, you can proceed now to the garden, and the graduates will follow you in a few minutes. We have a photo call in the garden, so you will be able to take as many photos as you like and enjoy the celebration. Good evening, congratulations again, and let the celebration start. Thank you.
I will be king, and you will be queen. So nothing can drive them away. We could beat them forever and ever. We could be heroes just for one day. And you can be mean, and I drink all the time, 'cause we're lovers, that's a fact. Yes, we're lovers.